The following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2. And welcome once again to Acoustic August here in D2. We are here and ready for the second of 4 regional finals. And this one between the 8 seed in the base region. This is the base region regional finale between the 8 seed Nightwalker and the 10 seed Pikachu, Amazing Pikachu. We are here and ready to rock and roll. We take a look at the bracket. We are going to have Tazling Camaro in the drum region coming up, starting a little bit after us, 1:45. And then tomorrow, the final game of the round, the final regional final, up in that accordion region. It is the Cinderella story, arguably, of this tournament. Emmy, the 13 seed, taking on Background, trying to get back to his old ways, as he's really starting to make a serious run at D2 champ. It should be exciting. But right now we've got Nightwalker, Pikachu. We are ready to rock. We bring it into the table. I've got G here joining me, gonna ref CoCom a little bit for me today. And G, I mean, Knight's this is only his second tournament, obviously, and really making good impressions all around. And Pikachu, know him from Myths League pretty well, and this has really been the best tournament this season for both of them. They haven't been here the whole way as some have, but they both made their mark on this tournament. Talk to me about their mindset coming in today. Winner here will get Alex, of course, which is a big name in this league, really, in this division, really become that. So just talk to me about the mindset for them coming in. They're both kind of on a little bit of house money train, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I think going into this is going to be an absolutely great match. Both are amazing players, and they've absolutely shown that through either here or different parts of the online Uno realm. I believe Pikachu just finished up a match at Myths League to win that All-Star season, so already kind of riding on some momentum here. But Nightwalker's been on a really good run here so far. Took out the June Gelato finalist in White Spider to get to this point, and has also been pretty dominant through his matches in this tournament so far. So I think both these players are really looking to try and get the job done here. I think for the most part, the pace is going to be a bit more on the aggressive side. Definitely expect some more shorter games. Card start could be all over the place, so I would fully expect to see at least 1 5-card start here at some point, but also a full send. So when that happens, we'll have to see. But I think for both players, ultimately the goal is to get the win here, make the Final Four. I do think this is a must-win for both in terms of the D2 championship, because I don't see how either can make it with 3 and 4 wins respectively, I believe. I think that's what they're both at. Let me just double check that to make sure I have my facts correct. No, they're 3 and 4 wins. So definitely going to need to get this win here to make the Final Four if they want to make the T2 championship. But otherwise, I think both are in a really good spot for the LCQ. But I mean, no matter what, starting from this point, both these players' paths to win the tournament are going to be very difficult, because got both each other, both very good players in themselves, and then also has to face Alex in the Final Four. So not going to be an easy path for both, but both are very capable of doing it. So I'm excited to see how this goes underway.
While we were talking there, I just asked Knight basically what thoughts and the mindset entering this match. First regional final, the second tournament in D2 in this league for Knight. This is also Pikachu's second, and he's really made an impression. Pikachu's on VC with us as well. Knight unfortunately couldn't join us in VC today. But Pikachu, I'll ask you can just type it out in the base stage answer. Just kind of similar thoughts. I mean, like this is only your second tournament in the division, and you've made a regional final, and you're going up against someone with the similar mindset for Knight as well, and you both know each other from other leagues. I mean, just talk to me about coming in to face Nightwalker, and also just your overall mindset entering this big match here today.
Both the players are going to be typing out their answers for this one, so we might have a little bit of in between throughout this, but still, nonetheless, both players are locked in and ready to go. We'll just see what they have to say for the pre-game comments, and then we'll get going with game number 1.
And this, of course, a best of 7 with the 1 power play, as that came into effect last round. Pikachu saying, well, I'm going into this with plenty of adrenaline, just beat KT to win Myth All-Stars, exactly. Yeah, so, well, oh, here's Knight. I didn't get this far, and I look forward to a great match, whether I win or lose. Fair enough, yeah. Both of them kind of in like that house money mindset, G. I mean, both of them definitely not expecting to get to this point, and it's going to be house money for them. Whoever moves to the final 4. Yeah, you're fine. You.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's kind of the house money mindset for both of them. I mean, Knight the 8, Pikachu the 10, both of them. This is their second tournament, making a regional final after early exits to start their careers here. So it'll be a fun one to watch. I definitely think so. So with that, I think it's time to get down to business here in the base regional final. It is going to be the 8 seed Nightwalker with the first call. As he's the higher seed, this is best of 7, 1 power play. It'll be, I believe this is MCSR, correct?
Yes, this is MCSR, so.
Yeah, so. Alright, so it'll be Knight first. We'll get his call here momentarily.
It's taking a bit to think about this. Or maybe just went off to quickly grab something. Oh, nope, there it is.
10.
Starts with 10.
Starting with 10.
I think it's interesting because I think the 2 most common card starts for game 1 are 10 and 7. So we're going for something a little more familiar. But gonna be curious to see what the pick. Gonna be curious to see how the pace is set here as we get set to begin the base regional final.
All right, they both join up. Knight will play the start. Excuse me. And this series is underway with a red 6. And this will set again. We mentioned, you saw in the bracket there, the winner gets Alex, who beat Mark in a 7-game thriller the other day. Of course, we'll have Taslim Camaro in the drum region later today. And then winner of that one will obviously get the winner between Emmy and Background tomorrow afternoon in the accordion. So here's Knight with a half off special to begin. And a Pikachu immediately for blue.
All right.
Oh, here's Pikachu. There's immediate run, triple into yellow. Maybe. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Just give it a second.
Not already. It's too early, man. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. All right, it went.
Yeah, usually when that happens, sometimes the table check helps there. So
yeah. Table does help, and Knight. Oh, with the 0 sugar switch to green, Pika can play.
It's interesting because it's very quickly Pandora. So as we were expecting, this has been a very fast pace out of the gate. So
yeah, no draws from either. It's all been plan A, and the switches have just come at an opportune time. And here's a wild from Knight. Oh, the wild switch to yellow.
Does Knight have anything on this, though? Because it's not back to green.
Yeah, we didn't really get to see. Oh, my God.
That's 3 of the wilds in consecutive turns.
Trips wild. My goodness.
And suddenly there's only 1 wild left in the deck.
In under 2 minutes. We've just hit the 2 minutes on this one.
Knight just walking through with the blue right now. Pika cannot find a switch or the blue. Who would have thunk?
Okay. And there's Pika down on the blue, but Knight is down to dose. Big table check there. But we'll see if this is it. Oh, it's a +4 finish. And plain and simple, G, that just pretty much was plan A city. Although I really thought that Pikachu seemed to have that momentum there with those switches, but
Uh,
ultimately the third wild for Knight was crucial. My
okay,
goodness.
well, Nightwalker wants to go 12 for game two, but we'll just take a second here. But yeah,
Yeah, I got a question coming.
yeah, again, this is I believe this is both players' first stream here, so
Yeah, so
may not
just
be fully
learning
familiar
the
with it.
ropes, learning the ropes. Yeah, we just tend to ask questions, get some insights. So don't worry about if you can't answer it well enough. It's all right.
Yeah, it just kind of builds his experience here because I mean, whoever wins this has a good possibility of winning this tournament, locking up the D2 championship spot, and then from that point, you're looking at promotion. So
Exactly. Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I get this right.
yeah, there we go. Um,
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Pikachu, Jay, I mean, I can't really fault him too much. That was pretty remarkable to have the third wild. I can't even be like, oh darn, he
yeah, I mean, we look at it there.
got iced out.
Yeah, I mean, they had two wilds there, and then had the +4 the finish. So I mean, it was kind of pretty much game over from Pikachu unless you got a bailout with like a +4 or something. But
Right.
um, that's a tough spot to be in. So yeah, I mean, we'll just. I mean, I think Pikachu gave as much comments as he could there
Yeah.
because didn't really have anything.
Was
Only
looking
had
for
the
yellow.
Pikachu yell, but
Yeah, I was looking at that yellow. You can see on the scoreboard color there.
3 non-number cards
Oh
the entire
wow,
game.
wow. So that's good play from Knight to be able to fend that off. Well, yeah. Oh, three
Well, I
non-number.
mean,
So those
he
skips in the wild.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
it.
But even then,
I
it
mean,
really wasn't really an ammo hosing. It was just right card, right time, I guess.
if Knights didn't have those wilds there, I think Pika was actually not in a bad spot there with the wild yellow, but unfortunately, double wild kind of just
Early
cost
luck
him
had
there.
two wilds there to clear, lose and win the game. +4 on the red. Otherwise, game could have gone any direction. Yeah, pretty much. Just Pikachu didn't have anything to roll with, so I think we can. So that'll be 1-0 tonight. Now we can go to game two. They want 12. Game two.
Sequence out of wild yellow with nothing after blue switch. Yeah, I mean, Knight did say 12, so we got that
Yeah,
locked
we
in.
are
But
going 12.
again, I expect this to be a relatively quicker paced match, so definitely could see this stream being under an hour. But
We will see. So blue one to start game two. Knight will go to the top floor from the ground.
I mean, here we go. Here, just running on blue, and then quick switch to green. I
Ooh.
mean, you start the game out just kind of looking what cards you get, and then once that first turn is done, the pace gets going underway, kind of like accelerating into the action. But bit of a pause here from Knight as I say that.
And Knight trying to control the pace a little bit, it seems. They're definitely taking the time to really consider their moves.
It might have just realized that might have wanted to slow it down a bit, but could also just be thinking through what he wants to do.
Ooh,
So he's
here's a
gonna have
double
a.
looking for triple.
It's gonna be the
Yellow red.
yep. It's gonna be the 3-run color switch here. We've seen that a lot before in the past. Pikachu's gonna go with the red 5. So both players just kind of running it down so far. Another wild blue. I mean, that's going to be another draw from Pikachu. These blues have been not very kind so far. Yeah, and it's a bit of deja vu here. We're kind of seeing a similar situation as we saw with Game 1 here with a wild blue, kind of shifting it into where Knight runs it and then Pikachu draws. But this time we're going to get a switch to the yellow. That's going to help Pikachu. That's the color you wanted last game. We'll see if he has a bit more of that in this game also.
Yellow with the double up.
That is also if he gets the opportunity here because
Ooh.
Knight's going to go on a potential run.
Oh,
That's
that
probably
might
going to
be
be the
game.
game.
Oh,
No,
check,
no,
check, check. Double.
right. No, it's not.
Oh,
Quick
but is
switch
it?
to blue.
Was that the right color?
He has
Oh,
a
it doesn't
wild
matter.
save, so
ALP style.
yeah.
Woo.
Better choose. All right. I don't really have much to say on that. I think
I
Knight
don't
just
know.
kind of had some solid cards there and was
That's
able to hold that well to the end.
very plan A. Very plan A so far. I don't have it. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, Pika with nothing again. I got nothing to say there.
Right. So I mean, I think we could just jump into game 3 here. I don't
Yep.
think there's not much comments there, but
Yeah.
Pikachu's going to get
Oh,
the card
Pikachu's
in.
gonna send it. Interesting.
I said at the start we were going to see a 15 card at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if this game 4 ends up being a 5, but yeah, not the start Pikachu was hoping for here. Hasn't really been as fortunate on the cards and is down 2-0, but goes with a 15 card starts on his first homestand. We'll see if the luck turns around here. We've definitely seen some games where it's very home dominated, so this could be another game like that, and this game could very much determine whether or not that'll be the case.
And we start with a green 4.
I expect a quick play out of this one here. It's just, okay, it's going to go for a switch. I was going to say whether it's going to stay on green or switch, and Pikachu's going to go for the switch.
Immediate, yeah. Pikachu going for those quick switches for sure. Been the calling card.
Dita has. We'll see what Knight. Well, let's see. Knight's going to run with the red here, so. And now Pikachu's going to go for some light switching here. It goes to the yellow. Knight's just taking a second here to think what he needs to do because this is a bit of a different start here from Pikachu. Doing a lot more light switching than he was in the prior 2 games.
And then, yeah, Pikachu trying to rattle the cage because Knight's been getting everything under the sun. I mean, it's not like severely, but he's been getting. Pikachu's had nothing, so you're not going to rely on that color number efficiency to have any chance at fighting 10-on-1 like this.
Yeah, but I mean that double's going to give Knight the lead here, so Pikachu playing slightly behind, but still very much within range.
And just
Now we're
run
just
it
kind of
down
running
to
the
yellow.
yellows.
Running it clean.
This is kind of interesting because this really kind of just reaches a breaking point once someone either draws or color gets the color switch here, and that's really going to be what changes the game. Until then, you just kind of run it, and that's another wild blue. That's the 4th wild blue of the game from Nightwalker. That is absolutely, or the match. That's insane. It's one thing to have the wilds, but
so this time I actually have blue.
That is true, but every single wild from this match so far has been blue for Nightwalker. This could be a very strong color. Well, I mean, regular wilds. I meant not the excluding that plus 4.
Yeah, it's different. Oh, here's a run.
Right.
Looking to a triple.
That's gonna give Pikachu the lead here. possibly looking for a game finisher on a big run. Slight
oh,
slight miss type, but
just that
uh,
that asterisk. There you go. Looking for Quint. There it is. Onto the zero sugar.
Pikachu's definitely down lower on the cards here. We haven't had a table check yet, but we'll see what Nightwalker does.
Take a moment here to type this. This might be a clapback. Yep, +4
Ooh, plus
into
4.
green. That's something we've seen a lot.
6 of 4 there. Pikachu was down to 2 cards. That could have maybe been the game there, but
Yeah,
gonna
good
have to wait a
save.
little bit longer.
Little self-preservation, but oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, burying. Knight up to 10. So now Pikachu back in the lead down to 3.
I think Pikachu's had enough of these +4s here, and he is showing his displeasure there, but it's going to be curious what Knight gets in these cards here, because I mean, we've seen how these +6s go before. Sometimes they can give you an absolutely insane selection of cards, and sometimes you're just left with junk here. So, going to be curious to see how they go by with this.
I really having a think stop moment here.
I have to be curious if that +2 into something else would have been the game there, whether it been the green +2 or the yellow 4. Knight's got nothing on the yellow despite the +6, but Pikachu has ran out also.
Neither of them do. We're going to draw city. It's got to be this is the first draw city of the match for sure.
I mean, definitely the longest match game so far here. This is the first 2 games for 2 minutes, but bit of a draw here. I'm a little surprised Knight didn't seem to get anything on the yellow here, unless he's trying to do a little bit of drawback to try to build some more ammo. But gets a yellow 6. He might have just not had any yellow. Gonna keep drawing here also.
First extended real draw city. I mean, it's been plan A for the first 2 games, and this is really... Oh, here's Knight with a wink, full blink, into red.
And now here we go, because they're gonna run the red for a bit. Red 0, so I mean, to me that says Knight wants to keep this red going. Pikachu's gonna agree for now. I mean, Pikachu does have the lead here, but Knight, you don't really know what he gets from these draws, and we've seen some good fortune go his way so far. We'll see if it continues here.
Oh, here's a +2.
It's gonna throw a +2 down.
A little shot.
Red
Little
7,
ditto
so
play
first
there.
ditto. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's 2 to 2 for each server, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Knight's really had the pace management here. Gee, I mean, it might have taken several moments to really consider their moves for sure. It's definitely been the pace control that Pikachu's been firing on all cylinders the whole match so far. We'll see here what happens. Here comes Knight with a move. After that +2 combo the previous turn.
So the reverses here. That's gonna even up the game.
That's
actually,
gonna put him in front. Put him in front. Oh, look at this run! Wow,
gigantic run.
I don't think this is quite a win. Yeah, not quite, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bagger there, and Pikachu's still dry on blue. That's brutal.
That's pretty insane for Knight also, because he didn't force a single draw there for Pikachu,
with
and that's like
the switch top floor.
That's the thing, that blue is really weak. It throws a +4, and that's another game that ends with the +4 there. And Knight's up 3-0. He's just really been able to run with this so far. Pikachu not really be able to find anything in this deck here, and that's 3-0 early. So rough start for Pikachu, but we've seen these reverse sweeps before, especially in the prior round. So you're gonna have to try to find something there. But both players still have a power play. Maybe we could use something with that. But just not a great start for Pikachu in general. Really, just not been able to find it. Pikachu just wants to get the game going here, but did have an out after my combo required to switch from yellow green to yellow zero to green zero. That's not the easiest switch, especially in a situation like that. But
Yeah. Oh,
saved it for
that's not
last
even a
minute showdown.
bailout. That's just good control. Well done there.
I mean, Knight showing out here. I mean, obviously you could get the ammo and whatnot. But it's really about executing on it. And we've seen a lot of people in the past who have just completely failed on the execution with the ammo. But Knight's making sure that he's not leaving an open opportunity with that. So,
Pure numbers. Wow, that's
yeah,
brutal. All right,
just
game
time.
four. This
Yeah.
could be Knight could be breaking out the brooms, or Pikachu's gonna force another game. We're about to find out. We start on the green skip. Pikachu's gonna shut that door with the 4. Knight still controlling that pace. There's a double early here. See, when we talk about D1 players, we usually say, oh, in a 15-card start, you're not going to really see many shots after a few cards, but there's less control here in D2. A little bit of less ammo control, although that was good control by Knight last game to hold that +4 for the end. But you just don't see as much ammo control here, and a lot more dumping against some players I've at least played.
I mean, you definitely see a bit of a different style here. Definitely on the lower echelon, you definitely see a lot of ammo dumping there, and it's not really ammo dumping in the way that it's effective. But Knight definitely does it in a way where it works out because he's not throwing away those cards that could be vital in keeping the game going on, especially if you're behind. But yeah, I mean, I think Knight's just been doing a really good job so far. I think he's definitely been getting the better hands, but he's absolutely been making sure to execute on them, which is an important skill. I mean, you could get as many good hands as cards as you can, but if you don't know how to execute on it, you're just never really going to do very well. So I got a crossover here from Knight going to the blue here. Do we see a rainbow? We do not, but we stick with the blue. Quick input from Yoshi here. Knight has only dropped one game so far this tournament, and he's on a 10-0 streak right now. Only game dropped, I believe, was against White Spider. So
Yeah.
Doing a really, really good job this tournament. Blue 3, blue 2. I mean, we're just kind of counting down a bit, running the blue for a while, but and the blue 6 here. Do have another match coming up soon here. It's Saint vs Camaro in the Jerome regional final here. Should be a good one. Hopefully we get that one started as soon as we can, but have this one going on right now.
Yeah, this is a
Ooh, and Knight draws on the blue here. I think that's the first time he's been the first to really run out on this, besides that one moment in the draw city in game 3. Pikachu might have quickly bailed him out, but Pikachu does have the lead here on the yellow, which has been seen as his strong color for the most part.
So the yellow Pikachu
Ooh.
out quickly. He made the switch. Was hoping to probably was hoping to find another way through. Maybe try to ice them out together. But Knight can play with it, and Pikachu's going to try
Let's
red
find
now.
it.
That might be it.
I think they were looking for a switch there. They didn't get it on the first one, but was able to get on the second one. That could have been worse, but that is some good damage control on that. We got another Ditto here.
7.
I think both Dittos have been on the 7, so
Yeah, they had a Ditto on 7 earlier. Yeah, I think might have been blue 7. I don't know.
Was it also the red 7? I feel like it was the red 7. There was also the red 7. Both
You're
Dittos
so
have been
right.
on the red 7.
It was the red 7. Yeah, it was totally the red 7. I'm looking at the history.
But a Ditto on blue 2 and 3. I mean, the thing is, though, sometimes a Ditto is not what you want, but
Yeah, you don't.
um,
Yeah, you can some. It's sometimes playing with fire. Like dittoing can like open up the door if they
well,
need it for
crossover with
efficient
the red
play.
from Knight. Sorry, the crossover on the red
Yeah,
8
you're
from
fine.
Knight has the double. That's going to force Pikachu to draw. I mean, Knights has really been running on this 4 to 6 on the cards. Red 6. Pikachu gets a red 2 off the draw here, but can Knight keep this red going or switch the color? Power play, and that might be it.
No. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, yep.
Red skip, and that's probably going to wrap it up here.
My goodness, what a that is just fairly destructive. Might be number efficiency too. Nope, just the
It's just going to
red.
be a run.
Knight sweeps Pikachu and a little. I would say a mild hosing.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunate to see that, but not really much you can do there. But Knight with a really great performance here. He's going to move on to his first Final Four and continues his phenomenal Acoustic August. I think for the most part, Pikachu really just could not find anything on the table, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of his Acoustic August here. Likely we'll have to fight it out through the LCQ, but I would say give him a pretty good shot to possibly run through that. We've seen what Pikachu's been able to do, and unfortunately was not really able to show that in this match today, but definitely has a lot left on the table to show. Hope that is not. I forgot to pull it.
And yeah, so that's a sweep for Knight. Did top deck? Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Top deck +4 on the power play draw. That's just tough, man. Yeah, Pikachu, if you got any final thoughts, I don't blame you if you don't have many, but if you do, please feel free. On the match overall, pretty tough loss, I gotta say.
Where to go? Yeah, I mean, definitely on the cards, it was a rough game from Pikachu. Really, not much he could do there.
Not at all.
I think I think there were some good plays there, but unfortunately, I think a few calculated risks that unfortunately didn't end up going his way. I definitely think the yellow switch was a bit costly, but that's kind of the risk you do have to take sometimes. So
Working the bracket in here. Are gonna get Knight's final thoughts, and we will be about closed out. And now we have a set matchup. Uh, it's gonna be Knight versus Alex in the final four. We're gonna have by tomorrow afternoon. We'll have the other one set as we're gonna have the drum region final here in about 15-20 minutes. But great match and to win for was a very big thing for me. As for Alex, I'm definitely losing to him. Have a little bit of confidence, Mike. Come on, man. Ah. Well,
I mean, Knight did beat the June Gelato finalist in White Spiders, so I definitely think that Knight has
yeah.
shown he can beat good opponents, but really making this bubble picture more interesting here because I think Knight needed this win today. I mean, if he wins the Final Four against Alex, even if he doesn't win this finale, it could be an interesting case to maybe sneak in as like one of those, like the 9 or 10 seed as an at-large. But we'll have to see. It's been a great
Yeah.
tournament for him, but definitely going to need to keep the run going.
Yeah, and that makes him 14-1 this tournament. 14-1 to win this region. It's very close to rivaling White Spider, and he beat White Spider to get here. Pretty remarkable stuff. Let's take a look now at the regional finals. Obviously, we mentioned Alex over Mark in 7, so it'll be Alex and Nightwalker for the final four. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to have on non-stream, we're going to have Taslim Camaro to determine the winner of the drum region, and then the accordion region will round us out tomorrow at 3 as Background and Emmy will face off for that last spot in the final four, as this Acoustic August is coming close to an end. But we're down to six players now with a chance for D2 championship. Lots of promotion, lots of stuff on the line for sure. But that will wrap it up for us today. For G-Man, for CoCom, and for Reffing. Appreciate you for our great players, Nightwalker and Pikachu. Nightwalker being the winner today in a sweep. A little bit of a hosing, unfortunately. Hate to see it, but that's just how the game can be sometimes. And of course, for everyone who joined us in BC and on YouTube as well, I am not sure. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow here in D2 at 3 Eastern on stream for Background and Emmy, the last regional final in this round, and then we'll have a set final four by then. But for now, for all of us in MRE UNO, thank you for joining us, and have a great rest of your Friday.